laptop, no work. What do you do in non-ideal circumstances? So I was there in Vietnam. I had quite a bit of time, but I sent in my laptop to get fixed. And without a laptop, how are you supposed to really accomplish much? I mean, some people do a lot on their phone, but I guess that's younger folk. And I'm thinking, I have this long drive home from work, and also it's not ideal for a recording, right? It's all dark. I hate it being so dark nowadays, daylight savings time. But yeah, what do you do? And I think that the issue is when you wait for everything to be perfect, everything to be just right, just wait forever. I mean, it can happen, and maybe some people get lucky, but more often than not, the life circumstances that you need to do something, finish your project, etc., aren't ideal, right? You may not have time, but you lost your job, so you feel bad. You feel you got to go work, or at least look for work, or do something to that effect. You don't want to just take the time and work on that book you've been putting off for years. And that's the story of The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Lost his job. Wife says, great, now you have time to work on that book. Like, but we have no money. She pulled out a box full of money, and there you go. I mean, good for him. He actually did something, right? I keep telling my friend who's unemployed that, look, financially you're not starving. He has the resources to take vacations and travel. So you might as well do something with your life. Do something in this world. But so much is dependent on feelings, emotions. I don't feel like it. Isn't that what kids say? I don't feel like it. What does that mean? You feel like it, right? I mean, as adults, we know that there's things you do whether you feel like it or not, that you just have to do. But usually, that's work-related, not life-related. How many things that you have to do for your life, you don't do, right? Like these dreams, these ideals, these projects that you've really, really, really wanted to do, you just don't do. For me, that's like learning AI drawing so I can put together some children's books. I bought a subscription to, I don't even remember what it's called, it's been so long. One of the good ones. In November of last year. I guess it's gonna renew, or not, or who knows, I haven't started. I think that's the thing, right? I think about successful people a lot. People who are doers, who get stuff done. I think the key is they just sort of do stuff whether or not they feel good. They do stuff even though the circumstances aren't right. I mean, there's a famous story about that. The development of fiber optics. So, the guy had an opportunity because the professor left England to go to do a new professorship in Australia. So now he's risen up and he's the director of the lab, and he really wanted to do fiber optics. Guess what the issue was? The issue was they didn't have the appropriate technology. Somehow he had enough foresight to say, look, currently the glass is not good enough to do it. But that's not to say the glass won't be good enough when we're ready in the future. So why don't we keep on working on this? And the glass will be good enough, high enough purity to conduct. We're ready 5 years from now. That's what he did, and the rest of it is, as they say, history, because fiber optics, everybody knows them now. And I think that's the thing with life, right? Well, we think it's silly and trivial that, people, I mean, we as in, depending on what job you work, but silly for us, right, when people keep coming in late as talking to a colleague. Because it's like, look, yeah, this or that, but you should prepare for that. You have responsibilities at the hospital. Come in on time. But not to say that we're the same ones who don't complain about this or that and just don't do this or that because of silly, trivial reasons. Like, I didn't sleep well last night. I guess I'll put off my project for today. Who cares? Are you alive? Are you capable of working on it? The main thing is the mood, right? If you do stocks, sometimes your mood is down and you just can't do stuff. Other people will still do stuff because maybe they don't care as much or they don't follow it closely. And so the solution is to not do it so religiously. I think the bigger issue is, how do you get over this whole mood thing? Things that make you upset or not. How do you get over it? Because it's not just stocks. There's always stuff in life that could upset you. And you just say, oh yeah, well, I'm not going to do my piano recital today because I didn't feel good. Okay. You've been working towards this for months. Here's your chance to show everybody how good you are. And you just say, okay, I'm going to cancel it because of what? You don't feel good. And it goes back to the topic that is often neglected. Can we control our emotions? I think most people would say no. I would say yes. But regardless, can you overcome emotions to still be productive and do what you need to do to be the you that you want to be, right? Athletes do it all the time. They push through hardship. I would say, yeah, they're a professional athlete, it's their job. And that's true. But isn't there something to learn from them? Yeah? No? I think that's the thing for me, right? There's something to be learned about these people who do push through. How do they push through? See, is it more that you can control your emotions? Or more that you focus on something else such that your emotions don't matter? They get neglected, if you will. I often have people complaining that their itching is worse than their rash or whatever. And I always say it's not. It's more likely that you just don't have anything else to distract you at night. I mean, I see this with my daughter when she got bit by mosquitoes. At night, she'd go crazy, itching and scratching. And daytime, she was relatively okay. And it's not because the mosquito bites worse at night. It's because at night, you don't have anything else to distract you. And you can see this in little kids, how easily distracted they are. They'd be crying, and if you offer them a candy, no matter what happened, they're crying. All of a sudden, they perked up. They're happy, cheery, smiling. Give me that candy. Yay! Every time we're going to Disney, yay! Right? We feel adults don't fall for the same silly tricks, but we do. Maybe not to the same level, but you tell someone that they won a lottery, all of a sudden, their pain they have from cancer is gone, at least for a few minutes. And that's the thing, right? Why don't we use the same tricks we use with kids? Distraction. Why don't we dissociate more? How don't we focus on something to such an extent that we neglect other things that are bothering us? I'm not saying these things are good or bad. They're just different techniques we could use, skills, if you will. Try to overcome the circumstance of life around you. Feeling not great, and thus not doing what you've always really, really, really wanted to do in this life.